Hello you guys, welcome back. This is Tika the Cosmic Witch here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I send you guys all the love and blessings and gentle hugs and warmth and light and clarity your way. I know there has been a lot going on. There's been a lot of cosmic shifts going on, a lot of new aspects going on. The new moon has just passed. The full moon is coming up, soon-ish. So there's a lot of constant changes going on. So this is going to be your weekly download. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, I'll be discussing a couple of things in this video. The first thing first is that Neptune has gone direct. So this has just happened recently, and we will be going a little bit more into detail with that. Sorry about that, you guys. The cats are a little crazy. As soon as I start filming, they want to start to run around me. Why? I don't know. But anyway, so yes, I'll be talking about Neptune going direct. Mostly what I'll be talking about though is Jupiter going to Capricorn, which is happening Monday. If you're watching this today, Jupiter is going to be entering Capricorn as of right now. So there is a lot of changes going on with that. Yes, we are also entering our first quarter moon now. So of course there's going to be a lot of different changes happening, a lot of adjustments being required right now, and a lot of us having to show our commitment to the intentions that we have set during this moon cycle. That is the energy that we are dealing with this week because of the first quarter moon. That is what tends to come up for us on this plane. So first things first, I have some cards here. I will go very deep with them, but I just did a pick your card reading. So if you want to do a little bit more in-depth card reading, you can definitely check out this download and then go ahead and do the pick your card reading from yesterday as well. That is obviously open for you. But I will talk about Jupiter going to Capricorn first. So last week we had Venus actually go into Capricorn. And so now we have Jupiter joining Capricorn as well. So Jupiter was just in its home sign of Sagittarius, and it was in retrograde earlier this year as well during that time frame. But now that Jupiter is direct and it is going into Capricorn, there's going to be a lot of different changes with that. So, with the Capricorn energy, obviously there's a lot of top-down, very intense energy there. Capricorn is connected to Saturn. Saturn is all about our control. And so with Jupiter now going into that placement, what we really will be asking ourselves is, how much control do we really have around the life we are living? How much control do we have around the abundance we are receiving in our life right now, and how is that abundance showing up, and how are we showing up for it? Because how we choose to show up in the day-to-day activities and our day-to-day commitments, our routine, is going to determine for us how those abundance and how those bigger gifts that have been magnified for us over time are going to show up for us. Now, Jupiter, as we know, is connected to the 9th house, and so Sagittarius energy. So again, philosophy. What is your philosophy right now on control? And what is your relationship when it comes to your relationships? What is your relations to your ideas of life, how you choose to live your life, the education, the knowledge, the wisdom that you have pertained throughout this year? How are you now applying that? And how much control are you allowing that knowledge to take over you and to take over your experiences as well? So something we're going to be feeling as a huge theme, obviously, is how much control we have over situations, because that is what the Capricorn energy does. And as more and more planets start to go into that shift, we will continue to see that as a theme. But with Jupiter going to Capricorn, it's really great because Jupiter is connected to our abundance, the bigger picture, the great big wide scheme of things. Like you think that we have, our little steps, but all those steps are towards a bigger destination, right? Jupiter is the destination. So the destination now going to Capricorn is allowing us to set that destination to be a long-term destination, not just a vacation, but a long-term destination, potentially even your new home. So any crazy ideas, any crazy trips you're thinking about taking or planning, it's time for you to do that. It's time for us to really take the leap of faith in terms of the bigger picture, in terms of those long-term goals that we have for ourselves, and not really trying to have control over those things so much, and really allowing those things to breathe so that they can grow into what they are meant to be. Okay, so it's a really slippery slope, because yes, we want to have a lot of fun with this energy because it's Jupiter and it's Sagittarius season and it's really great and we're loving this, but at the same time, don't try to over control how this abundance shows up. Do not try to control too much how this wisdom and knowledge shows up. Okay, the philosophies you have to learn, the path you've been on so far, you couldn't force that even if you tried, even if you wanted to. So you can't force this as well. Now, there is a few things you can do to work with this magic, with this shift in your magic. So definitely abundance, you know, growing those abundance spells, prosperity spells, your good luck charms, all those great things. Sagittarius is still a fire sign, and it's going to Capricorn, which is very oppressive, very much so divine masculine as it is. So protective spells even are necessary now and can really be boosted under this shift. Now, with those two things going on, so with Neptune going direct and with Jupiter going to Capricorn with the first quarter moon, again, there's a lot of, honestly guys, I know it's only a first quarter moon, but honestly, the past like 2 weeks has felt like we've been sitting under a full moon because of all the with all the insane shifts happening, and we're not even done yet. There's still more to talk about. There's still more that's happening still with this year, even though the year is nearly done. So yes, there is more coming. With the Gemini full moon, we're going to see more answers and confirmations coming through as a theme. But as of right now, what we are looking at is control, and our idea of control, and our idea of control to do with the bigger picture, with this great big goal that we have in our mind, with this great big dream and play that we've been playing over and over in our head, and what that looks like, and allowing that to come true now, and allowing it to just thrive the way it needs to, and giving it space to breathe. This is a really big one, you guys. Give your dreams space to breathe, okay? You really need to do that, because with this energy, this Capricorn energy, all that self-doubt, all that insecurity, that lack of root chakra that's supposed to be balanced, it's going to have you acting a hot mess if you're not careful. So be sure that you are also doing your grounding work. Be sure that you are also doing your meditations, and you are still continuing your daily rituals to get you through the day. No, I'm not saying, you know, go too intense with it, but, you know, do something to keep yourself grounded and to give you that confidence you need to move forward and ascend, because this energy only comes once a year. So really, we should be taking advantage of this right now, okay? And so that is what I have to say about the Jupiter going into Capricorn. I will also be doing a nice recap with on Twitter to you guys, a more nice breakdown on that as well. So if you would like a nice refresher on what that is like, or even more details as to what the aspects look like and how this can be activated in your chart, first and foremost, go ahead and check me out on Twitter, because I will be talking about that as well. But again, because a sign is moving, anything that is in your 9th house, anything that is ruled by Jupiter, look to see what is in your house, the 9th house. Look to see what is ruled by Jupiter, because those things are going to be activated. Now, because Jupiter is going to Capricorn, we also want to look at the 10th house, what's in our 10th house, and we also want to see what is sitting in our Saturn right now. What is in our Saturn right now? If you have any Capricorn energy, where is it right now? Because that is going to be amplified, like amplified. And that is why I'm saying the idea of control and the self-doubt can be really slippery right now, because these things are also being amplified because Jupiter's so goddamn big. And that is just what the energy of Jupiter does for us. It magnifies certain themes into our life, okay? So that is why I leave you guys with the Astro update. I hope that made sense. That was really quick, I know, but you know how it is sometimes with these downloads. I want to get to the cards, so sue me. Okay, so for the cards, I chose to continue to pull cards from the Earth Warrior Oracle deck. This deck is very close to my heart. I have been manifesting this deck for a long time. I'm really happy with it. But because the planets are going direct and there's a lot of divine masculine energy, I want to really balance it out with some feminine energy. So Earth is a divine feminine energy sign, as you all know. But but also because a lot of the planets are also going into the earth sign of Capricorn. So I really want to channel that down here for you guys to ensure that we are being delivered the message in the highest, purest light for all of you, for us to receive, okay? And so for this week of December 1st to the 7th, here is what we can expect. First and foremost, we have this card telling us that no good thing shall be withheld. And if you can see the intensity of this card, there's a lot of details going on with this. And so I'm going to talk about that in a moment. There's a lot of messages coming through, okay? There's a lot of messages, a lot of synchronicities coming through right now, and that can really do with Jupiter going into Capricorn, that can go with Neptune going direct last week, and us still being the shadow period and still receiving a lot of messages to do with that shift. But there's a sense that nothing is going to be withheld. Your guards, your guides, your ancestors, your angels, the sacred spirit is working so hard to keep you in tuned and aligned with yourself right now, and nothing is going to be held back. So if you have been, holding back something, there's no need to do that now this week, okay? This is the week to really step out of your comfort zone and really put yourself out there and speak your mind when it is necessary, because you are very much so aligned to the divine right now. And as I'm saying this, of course, my throat chakra is getting a little blocked up, so I'm going to say this now. If there is a sense of your throat chakra being blocked, some of you might be dealing with some, throat issues, definitely do meditation to unblock that, to help you so that you are able to receive the abundance that you need through this week, and speak up for it when it comes through, and be able to listen out to those messages when they come through, those synchronicities. When they come through, sometimes they only come once, so you really want to ensure that your ears are wide open and you're not distracted, and that you are able to really receive that message clearly for yourself, okay? Now, we also have here, I love this card, it's so pretty. She rests to create, and this is really important, especially for those of you who are light workers, brujas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's really important for us to take breaks, and it's really important for us to remember that our divine energy, just like how we say that we are divine beings having human experiences, that's very important to know and keep note of, yes, but also it's important to know that that energy, yes, it's divine, but it can run out and you can burn out still. So really ensure that you are also this week taking the time to rest and take the time for yourself to really allow yourself to, yes, rest, but, don't say yes to everything. And I feel like there's more coming through with these messages, you guys, so just give me a moment here. There's more cards to pull. Okay, so we also have the Page of Wands here. We also have the Moon. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So major shifts happening for some of you guys this week. Wow, we have the Reverse World. And the Six of Wands. Okay. This is a lot of energy. So first and foremost, these two cards really essentially, to me, make a lot of sense. So the Moon card and She Rests to Create, these two cards make a lot of sense to be together, because there's a sense of the Moon comes out of hiding only when it's dark out. She's not out and exposed in the sunlight. Yes, she's still there, as we know, but she shines when it's her time to shine. And so this week may not be your time to shine, and there may be a potential that it is your time to shine, but allow the chance to come to you, allow the spotlight to be put on you, so that when you rise, you will have your full energy, so you'll be at your full complete potential to commit to whatever this event is, whatever this thing is, in the best way possible, because that is what you need to do right now. Okay, so there's no need to, expose yourself right now and be all out in the open. It's not time for that right now. It's time for you to, stay hidden, stay quiet, stay secretive, stay lunar, okay? Stay a little bit more closed in and tap more into that divine feminine energy and allow your intuition and the messages from the guides around you to let you know and notify you when it is your time to speak up and to show yourself off, okay? And that message will be very clear, as we have seen, because look at this, like, it's going to be very clear when it comes through, okay? And to support that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune showing up is really great for this week because of the Jupiter going into Capricorn energy. So a lot of us, I'm seeing, are going to also be taking some serious steps to do with our future. And, you know, potentially you are signing some new contracts. If you are, this is the week to do it. It's going to be a really great potent week for that, and it's going to be really long-term goals. I see a lot of us are going to be hitting some milestones to do their long-term goals, which is really exciting. So congratulations, you guys. And I hope that you are able to celebrate that abundance with joy and light in your heart. Ashe. So that's really awesome. But there's also the reverse world, what's telling us that, okay, you've come to this end point, but there's still some work to do. So don't trip over your own feet, okay? Really take your time with this position. Really take your time. I'm seeing that there's a lot of excitement in the air, and that's why this card is reversed. And, you know, that's really sweet. It's very cute. But as y'all know, Spirit and the universe works on its own time. Time, in fact, is actually an illusion. So you trying to rush things is just making it worse. So slow down and really enjoy the process, because the cycle is almost over, yes, but as we can see, it's turned over. So there's almost a sense of maybe you don't want to move forward. Maybe you don't want to let go of this chapter. You really enjoy this chapter. You really enjoy this journey. And so now you're like, oh, I don't really want to let go. I don't really want to move forward. Well, it's time to, okay? And there's a sense that there's time to do some grounding work as well and some preparations. And I say preparations because we also have the Six of Wands here. Now, the Six of Wands reminds us that we have just ascended from the ashes. We are now rising. There's now new opportunities joining us now and allowing us to rise to the occasion. And I understand you've been very hesitant before. There's been some opportunities in the past that let you down and made you feel like, you know, well, I put myself out there and I'm like a damn idiot. Okay, so what? Did you die? No. So what's the problem? Take more chances. Learn to take more chances and learn to enjoy the battlefield. Okay, because the battlefield is what builds your character. It's what builds your strength. And your strength is needed now. Not because something bad's going to happen, but because you need to push yourself now to rise and get going. We also have the Page of Wands here, which is also really nice. So we got a little bit of fire energy here too, you guys. So again, what passion are you putting into your work? How harsh have you been with yourself? And have you been ignoring your commitments? Have you been, you know, not fully committed? Because this guy will show we're not fully committed either. This guy plays games. This guy's a clown. I know many people in my life who are with this card, and trust me, when this guy shows up, you want to turn the other way, because this man is not serious about anything. Nothing. Okay? This is not some serious person. This is someone who wants to just, you know, play their part, see what's out there, you know, just kind of test out the waters. Are you testing out the waters, or are you trying to make this happen for real? Are you trying to make this happen for the long term? Ask yourself that. Do I want to stay in the ashes, or do I want to ascend? Which one is it? Okay? Because there's a sense that of, you know, you being really comfortable and not wanting to move forward and really, you know, really enjoying this chapter. And that's great. You can reflect on this chapter and still enjoy it, but that doesn't mean you have to stay back in it. Okay? Again, the portals are open. Jupiter is now in Capricorn. A lot of new opportunities to do with long-term fantasy goals, dreams, careers are being pushed through this week. People in your life that are coming through this week are meant to teach you a lesson. Now, the Wheel of Fortune to me is also connected to the North Node. So look to see where your North Node is and look to see what's also being triggered there, because there's a lesson there that is to be learned to do with your connected destiny and future. And no good deed will go with hell. Nothing will be held back this week. The amount of abundance pouring in, you guys, it's almost like, think of a waterfall, and imagine a waterfall was, completely closed off and had these doors that, kept in all the water. And all of a sudden they just open wide open, and it's just like floods of water just pours right in. That is what is happening right now. And it could be a lot, but be open to the messages, okay? Open to the signs, be open to the messages, and also ensure that you are allowing yourself to rest, okay? Because this energy is a lot to take in. So there's no need for you to overextend yourself. There's no need for you to put yourself in spaces that are, too draining or are too overwhelming right now, because there's already a lot going on. So allow yourself to rest, so that when it's time to create, and that when it's time to shine that light and for yourself to be shown and not be hidden anymore in the darkness, you'll be able to do that. Allow all the good that is in you to come out and come through from the messages that were received, and allow yourself to say yes to all the gifts and fruits of your labor that is showing through right now, that is connected to your destiny, that's connected to your future, okay? Now, this card also comes up with karmic patterns, so beware of karmic patterns. It's not in reverse per se, but we still want to ensure that we are not falling victim or volunteers to karmic patterns, okay? And do some grounding work. I know it's intense. It's okay. You've done all that you can this week. You've done all that you can this year. Be proud of yourself. It's the end of it, so let it go. Let it go. Let your doubts go. Let your disappointments go. Exhale fear, inhale love and gratitude, okay? It's time to rise. It's time to rise from the ashes. It's time to embrace the new. A new chapter is coming through, and it's going to be so, so, so juicy and beautiful. You will want to commit yourself. You will want to have some fun, yes, but you will want to fully, fully commit yourself to this. Commit yourself fully to this dream. Commit yourself fully to the now, because, you guys, the abundance pouring in is insane, and it couldn't be more like a nice breath of fresh air, especially after Scorpio season, you guys. It's been so intense, and honestly, I'm so happy we've made it. We have made it through another week. We've made it through another retrograde. We have made it through another decade. There is so much to be grateful for. So that is what I'm seeing for this week, you guys. A lot of interesting changes going on for a lot of you. So, take it really easy. Take it day by day. It's going to be very flustering. And, again, we are entering the first quarter moon on the 4th. So as the full moon slowly comes in more and more each week, we are going to feel even more intensity. So it's going to get really loony around here. And of course, what we have to look forward to as well this month is winter solstice, aka Yule. Merry Yule to all the witches that are celebrating. So that time of year is obviously going to be very intense, because that is when the veil is the thinnest, and as we drift closer and closer and closer to that time of year, we are going to see some more unreal things happening on the 3D realm. So keep your eyes open, keep yourselves protected, wear your quartzes, wear your tourmalines, wear everything you can to keep yourselves protected. Okay, cover your head more often if you can. Do whatever you need to do to feel secure and safe and grounded, because there's a lot of energy going on right now. So if this message was resonated, I say thank you so much for tuning in again. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. And I hope that you receive this message in the highest and purest light. And if it was received, please go ahead and like and comment below and subscribe to the Cosmic Witch on YouTube, okay? Now, I've also just updated my calendar for December. It's a little bit more limited timing than usual because of the holidays. Yes, I'm not, celebrating Christmas per se in the Christian sense, but I do still have a family, so I will be spending time with them during this holiday season. So it is a little bit more reduced. So definitely go ahead and check out my site to book your readings for winter solstice, book your readings for the upcoming year. I'll be doing yearly prediction readings. Winter solstice divination readings will be really interesting as well. The Venus and Goddess bath soak is also there for you. And again, personal readings are always open for you guys, always, always, always. I also have my PayPal in the below if you would like to support the Cosmic Witch, support the Black Cat Apothecary. It does not run itself. It is a one woman's job and 2 cats behind me, and it is a lot of work to do. So any abundance and gratitude you are willing to share is always welcomed, and that can include physically and just, you know, in the 4D way. So if that means you sharing this video, you liking this video, commenting on it, tagging someone else, that is also showing your gratitude as well. So I accept all of it. It is a season for giving. So again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.